If I had to start email marketing from scratch, this is exactly what I would do. Hey guys, my name is Charlie. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've been doing email marketing for many years now. And in this video, I'll take you step by step through the correct way to run emails in 2025 and beyond. So we're talking things like how to actually build a list, how to convert subscribers into actual revenue. And yeah, there is so much that I've learned throughout the years. I'm just gonna pack all of it into one single video. The first thing I wanna say is that email marketing still works. And not only does it still work, it works extremely well. Yes, it's not super sexy, right? There are sexier things like TikTok, AI, Instagram, whatever, but email marketing is and always has been one of the best ROI strategies for growing the revenue of your business. But most people, they actually do it wrong. So in this video, I'm gonna address the things that most people do incorrectly and everything I do in this exact moment if I had to start over again. If you don't know too much about email marketing or you've been doing it but want to learn some new sauce that actually works, I think this video is gonna be super helpful. I'm really gonna dive into list building, automations, monetization, and how to use OmniSend to make your email strategy 10 times more effective. Let's get started. Okay, the first thing I want to talk about is why email marketing is still a must in 2025 and beyond. If you've seen any of my other content, you'll know that I post a lot on social media platforms like YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, stuff like that. Now, while those are great, those are not your own assets, right? There's always a possibility that one of these social media platforms goes down, your account gets banned, and you don't actually own your audience. Now, with email, you absolutely own your audience. This is a list that you literally own and really nothing can take it away. So not only is it the safer platform to have, I'd say that in my experience, email is actually extremely effective. And if you're not doing it alongside your other social media, you're basically watching money fall from the sky and not actually catching it. So yeah, basically for every $1 spent, email marketing generates on average $68 in revenue. You definitely can't say that about paid ads, but it's just so weird that those things are sexy while email marketing is not. I think the main reason is because email marketing has been around for a long time. And these days it's not anything new. And that's why a lot of people sort of overlook it. Now, with the advancement of AI, there are so many new things in email marketing and they're gonna make your life a lot easier and make your campaigns way more effective. For example, there's AI-driven personalization now, which is insane. There's so much you can do with SMS and email integration. And there's so much you can do with smart segmentation for way better engagement. OmniSend can do all this stuff for you. So I'll show you guys later on in this video how to do it. But yeah, just please know that if you're not doing emails, you are doing your business a disservice. I really cannot emphasize just how important this is. And if there's one key takeaway from this video, I hope it is that you realize that you need to be doing emails. So let's say everything was cleared. I had to start over completely from scratch with email marketing. This is the first thing I would do. That is setting up with the right email platform. There are a lot of choices out there these days, but my preferred platform is OmniSend. Yes, they did make this video possible, but truly, I think this is one of the best email marketing platforms out there. It's extremely affordable. It's extremely powerful at the same time. In just a second, I'll show you all the tools inside of this platform that make it a no-brainer. For example, you can use OmniSend to do all your SMS marketing. That is definitely something you should be doing in 2025 and beyond. They have tons and tons of automations and their smart segmentation features are out of this world. So yeah, I'd choose OmniSend and I'll have a link down below to them if you guys want to check them out. I actually just recommend following along, create a free account using my exclusive link. If you already have another platform you're using, that's okay, but still consider OmniSend. They have a bunch of free support for migrating over, and it's very likely that you'll save a ton of money. So if you guys click on that link down below, it's going to get you to a landing page just like this. This is where you'll be able to take advantage of that free trial. You can see their pricing by clicking on this. It really depends on how many contacts you have, so you can go ahead and select this. But we're just going to be starting with the free plan. It allows you to have up to 250 contacts, send 500 emails per month, do 60 SMS text messages, and 500 web push notifications per month. So I'm going to scroll back up here and we're going to click on start free. That's basically going to take you through the whole setup process. Just a quick overview of the dashboard. This is what it looks like once you make your account. You're going to want to connect your store and then you're also going to want to set your brand style. And up here we have our menu. So you can see we have our dashboard, which we are at right now. We can view our campaigns that we have, create new campaigns super easily. We have our automation section. So this is where we can create things like abandoned cart. We can have a welcome email, tons and tons of workflows that we can choose from. These are all professionally designed. We can also create our forms that show up on our website. So you can connect this to Shopify or WooCommerce or whatever platform. When people submit those forms, it's automatically going to populate within your OmniSend account, where you can basically set up an automation and send them a sequence of emails. We can also check out our audience in this tab right here, as well as reports. So the next thing that I would do is to start immediately building my email list. Now, today there are tons and tons of email list strategies, basically ways that we can get people to enter their emails. And let's go over those right now. So first is the lead magnet strategy. This is an extremely powerful way to get emails. And you might be wondering, why can't I just ask people to give me their email? Well, these days there are tons and tons of companies just asking, but they're not really giving anything. So this strategy allows you to actually have a value exchange. Basically, what I recommend doing is create some type of very helpful lead magnet. This could be like a PDF, it could be a course, it could be some type of template, whatever it is, offer that in exchange for their email. This increases the likelihood that they give you an email by a lot. And we've been doing this for years within my businesses. For me, I love creating PDFs because it's not too hard. You can jam pack a bunch of information within a few pages, and sending out a PDF is extremely easy. You can absolutely do that with an OmniSend. For example, you can create something like the ultimate 5-step guide to blank, whatever your niche is. If you have a car washing business and you want to find people that are looking for people to wash their cars, then that blank could be something like finding a reputable car washer. This allows you to target people that are very likely to want to buy your services and get you higher quality emails. The next strategy I want to talk about for building your list is website pop-ups. Now, if you're able to get a steady stream of people to your website, this is a fantastic time to use lead capture forms. So for example, if you come here to forms, you can see OmniSend has a bunch of different forms you can create. One thing we can do is offer a multi-step welcome discount. This captures both their email and their phone number. We can have a special wheel of fortune. Basically, you can scroll through here and see which of these pop-up forms you want to add to your website, because of course it's going to be different for every type of business. But yeah, you can see they have tons and tons to choose from. And let's say we want to do something like this. Let's click use template. You can use their editor to change the text very easily. We can change the color, the font, how big it is. We can change this image as well by replacing it. We can change the inputs. And once you're done here, you'll click enable form. And on your website builder, that's when we can actually add this form to your website. Another thing you can do is have social media funnels. What's very popular these days is to have people comment some type of keyword. You'll set up this automation within ManyChat or High Level, and then that's going to send an automated message that can actually collect information from that person. From there, you can connect or sync this information to OmniSend and run campaigns directly to these people. If you have a social media presence, I definitely recommend doing this because it can be extremely effective. Also, having people comment on your videos or posts actually increases engagement and pushes out that content to even more people. Another popular strategy is exit intent pop-ups. So going back to OmniSend, whenever someone is about to exit a website, you can create a form, something like this, and have it only pop up as they're about to click out. Basically, you can get extremely creative with all these types of forms and pop-ups that you can have on your website. You definitely also want to create a good amount of lead magnets to collect emails. Yeah, those are the exact things that I would do today to immediately start building up my email list. And the main thing is do them all, do them consistently, and you'll see results. Okay, so now let's talk about creating your welcome email. The welcome email is the first email in an email sequence. It's the first email that this person is getting from you. It's very important that it's high quality because these have the highest open rates. Basically, this is what I like to put in my welcome emails. The first is going to be an introduction and then also what they can expect from this email series. Of course, this is going to be completely dependent on what type of email campaign it is. And so you want to customize this to your exact email type. Like I mentioned earlier, I think a lead magnet is one of the best ways to actually entice people to want to give their emails to you, and also actually entices people to open up the emails that they actually receive, right? Like if I sign up to get some type of lead magnets, of course I'm going to open up that email and I'm going to look for that email, and when it arrives, I'm definitely going to click on it. The thing is, if I actually do an action within that email after opening it, that's going to show the email provider that, hey, I actually want to interact with this email, and it's going to make deliverability way higher. So yeah, deliver your lead magnet in a simple way. Don't make it very hard after they receive the email because that's super annoying. And then after that, you want to have a very clear call to action. So for example, if you have an e-commerce store, it's going to be something like shop now, get this discount, whatever it is. If you want them to join a community, you're going to have a button like join our community today. But of course, this really depends on your specific situation. So let's say you were to create a welcome series. I'm here in the automation part of the platform. And what we'll do is click on create workflow. workflow. Let's say that we are creating a welcome series that is triggered once they sign up for our list. So let's go ahead and click on this one. So they're going to enter into this workflow when they subscribe to marketing. So these trigger filters look okay right here. We have a time delay right here that we can always change. We can change this to 2 minutes, 3 minutes, hours, whatever we want. I'm just going to leave it as 1 minute. And then here is the welcome email that goes out. Here we can fill in the subject line, the pre-header, the sender's name. You can choose what email address is being used to send it out, as well as receive replies. If we want to edit the way that this email looks, we'll click on edit content. You'll want to add your logo here. We can change all the text, change the discount amount, of course. Once we're done editing, we'll click on finish editing. And then that's basically the end of this workflow. We can always add in additional things, like we can have an SMS go out. We can A/B test by either sending an email or sending a SMS text. There's a lot you can do with this builder. And once you're done here, you're just going to click on start workflow. And now that is enabled. So we talked about our welcome series, but I want to talk a little bit more about automating your emails. This is one of the must-do things. And if you're already running emails, you probably already do this. But if you're new to the game, you might be not doing emails because you think it's super tedious. But I'm here to tell you that it is not, because with all these automation tools within OmniSend, you can literally be sending hundreds or thousands of emails per day on autopilot without you doing any work. All you need to do is set up those automations. So yeah, there are 3 must-have email sequences that I recommend you guys have for your business. One is the welcome series. So we already sort of touched on that. Second is abandoned cart emails. This is basically when they put an item into their cart and they don't finish checking out. You can actually set an email campaign to start when that happens. And then 3 is re-engagement campaigns. This is something that not that many people do, but it's basically when you are winning back inactive subscribers. These are people that already showed intent before. They've sort of gone cold, but there's still a lot of value in these people. So again, if we come here to automation and click on create workflow, we can go to cart abandonment. Here are the pre-created templates for this type of email. Let me show you guys this one since there is SMS in it. So let's click on customize workflow. I'm not going to change this, but I'm just going to show you guys what the workflow looks like. So as you can see, it's triggered if they don't check out after 1 hour. It's going to send out this email saying items in your cart are selling out fast. We can of course edit this complete email. It's going to wait 11 hours. We can change this. It's going to send another email, wait another 12 hours. It's going to send a text. Then it's going to wait 5 minutes and then send this, which in this workflow is a bigger discount. Here's the other one. You'll click on reactivate customers. So for example, we can use something like this one or this one. Re-engage even more idle customers who haven't made new orders for a selected period of time. Let's click on this one. You can see this one is started if they don't buy anything for 30 days. And then we have this email go out, this other one with these 10 and 5-day delays, and then a third email. So of course, every brand's gonna be a little bit different. This might not make sense for every type of business, but for a lot of e-commerce businesses, this makes a lot of sense. And I cannot tell you how many times I have actually forgot about a company because I made an order a while back. Then I received a reactivation email like this and thought, okay, maybe there is something that I want to buy. So definitely very effective. And there's really not much you can lose doing this. So now let's talk about monetizing your email list. Of course, it makes sense that you can drive more sales. We've already talked about this, but there are so many other ways to monetize an email list. And we're going to cover that right now. The second way after, of course, direct sales to your business is going to be affiliate marketing. If you yourself do not have an actual product or service to sell, you can always sell other people's products or services. Usually they'll pay out some sort of commission for generating a sale. And if you have a pretty sizable list that falls into a certain category that fits this product or service well, then this can be an extremely effective way to monetize your list. It's something that not that many people do. An email list also does not always have to be for customers. You can absolutely have a newsletter sent out to your list as well. And with a newsletter, there's a lot you can do with it. One is, of course, going to be to build trust and give them some type of value. And then there's so many ways to monetize a newsletter. You can sell sponsorships, you can do affiliate marketing. Of course, you can sell your own products. And while most people use OmniSend for their e-commerce or service business, you can absolutely host your newsletter in it too. Now, related to monetization is how effectively you can target your audience. And I want to cover a couple different ways to do this because there are definitely things you can do to increase conversions. The first is going to be personalization. So with OmniSend's segmentation tools, you can send emails to only the people that should see them. So if you come here to campaigns and click on create campaign, let's do email. Let's do something like this. We can use AI to generate subject lines as well. We can put some text for the pre-header and campaign name. Let me show you guys some of their really nice email templates that were pre-made. So if you scroll through these, you can see these are all professionally made. There's very little customization customization that you need to do. And for most of you guys watching this, I actually don't recommend trying to customize this because you're probably not a professional designer and it's going to look better just the way it is. So let's go ahead and choose this one. Of course, you can change the text here. You can change how the buttons look. You can add new sections, remove sections, but I'm just going to leave this as is to show you guys. Let's click save and choose recipients. Now, I haven't created any segments yet since this is a small demo account, but essentially you're going to come here to let me choose segments, click this, and you're going to go to the segment that you created. So let me show you really quickly how to do that. If you come here to audience and we go to segments, here we can create segments and you can see they have pre-built segments for us to choose from. One example is, let's say we want to target people that only made purchases during one of our sales. So we can get very specific and target these people with maybe bigger % off or something like that. Let's click on customize. Here we can set all the criteria for a person to be within the segment. You're going to choose your time frame right here, and then you can say the code is at least whatever this %, say 10%. And then that's going to allow you to create this custom segment that we can create very specific emails for. And as you guys do this more and more, you'll realize that for conversion rates, the more specific the email, the better it does. And the more specific the email, the more specific the group of people it needs to go out to. Otherwise, a lot of them, it's not going to apply to them, right? So it doesn't make any sense. That's why it's very important for you to use these segments, create these segments, and then actually send these specific email campaigns to those specific people. The more you do that, the more you're going to be able to monetize your email list. We can go on and on about this. There's also A/B testing. OmniSend has a ton of A/B testing tools. I also do recommend using those because you really don't know what email subject is going to work better. It could be simply replacing one word with another word, and that can actually have a pretty drastic difference on the results of that email. So always use A/B testing if you can. So now let's talk about some of the most common email marketing mistakes I see a lot of people do. So the first mistake is I see people that send way too many sales emails. These days, you can't really just send a ton of sales emails and expect it to work. Chances are there are a lot of other companies within that person's email inbox that are also sending them tons of sales emails. And when that happens, people just learn to stop opening up emails when they see this particular sender, and you don't want that to be you. So instead, give value to your audience, right? Not every single email needs to be a sales email. Not every email should. And the ratio, of course, is going to depend on what type of business you have. So for example, an e-commerce business, of course, you're going to have more sales emails than value-driven emails. But of course, we can blend these together and offer some type of value, whether it be a discount, free shipping, whatever it is. Whereas for coaching offers or services, it might be flipped. You might have more value-driven emails and then have those sales-driven emails every once in a while. Another mistake I see a lot is people don't segment their lists. So in 2025 and beyond, like one-size emails do not work anymore. You need to get very specific with who you are targeting and what type of specific emails you're sending out. If you're not using this feature within your emails, you are basically losing tons and tons of money. The next mistake is ignoring deliverability best practices. So I'm not going to go into this in too much detail, but there are a lot of words you don't want to use that might trigger the email to go to spam. You definitely want to use verified sending domains. You don't want to send out emails that get very low open rates or high unsubscribe rates. And that really comes down to the quality of your email and what you're giving your audience. And yeah, it definitely is very possible for you to screw up your email deliverability. So just be aware that there are a lot of things you can do to counteract that. And the last mistake is just having the wrong email platform. Some email platforms, they're getting really, really expensive. They may not have all the features. They might have pricing that is too high compared to the competition. And so yeah, it's just really easy to overspend when it comes to emails. I'd say that if you're overpaying or you feel like the features aren't there for the email platform you're using, definitely consider trying OmniSend out. They have great migration support, so it's really not hard at all to transfer. And at the same time, you can save like 60% on your monthly bill. For me, at least, I think it's a no-brainer. So yeah, basically those are the things that I would do if I were to start email marketing all over again. Hopefully it allows you to understand email marketing better and really know just how important it is, because emails are extremely powerful. Just because not a lot of people talk about them doesn't mean that they aren't effective. Even though everyone knows what email marketing is, it really is a secret on how well they work. And so I hope that came across in this video. Again, I'll have a link to OmniSend down below. This is the platform that I personally use for my emails. And yeah, I've just been nothing but happy with their service and their features, and of course, how affordable they are. If you got any value from this video, please consider hitting that like button and also subscribing for more content just like this. I do a ton of videos about personal finance, entrepreneurship, and investing. All things to help you live a financially successful life. Thank Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.